Hi, my name is Courtney Terry, and this is Arts Alive. My guests today are James Howe and Todd Severson with Make Music McMinnville, which is happening soon, June 21st.
That's
and
right.
This is our second year as a community doing Make Music McMinnville, but the concept of the day itself is much older.
Yes, this is actually the 41st year that Make Music Day has been in existence. It started in France in 1982.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, France. Okay, look at them. Okay. Glad it made it across the pond.
Yeah, so are we. So we're excited to be celebrating it along with a handful of other Oregon cities, including Salem, which they have been great about giving us advice, and their celebration is huge this year. So there's some inspiration for us.
Oh, good. And then so it's all day on the 21st from, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., something cool like that?
Depending on venue,
right.
yeah.
There are 10 venues that are signed up this year, including one that's a private home. But each venue has different hours, so that will all be lined out in the schedule on our website, which will be live by the time this airs.
Woohoo! Which would be makemusicmcminnville.org.
So close.
Okay.
It's makemusicday.org/McMinnville.
Okay. Very close.
Yeah. Yeah, and so there will be a map on our website that has all of the different locations pinned, and then you can click on the locations and it will have a schedule of events, who's going to be playing, and what time. So we're excited to announce that.
Well, and I love, I'll say spoiler alert, the library is one of the destinations. We did that last year and then this year, and one of the things that I loved about it being on kind of like the venue side of it was just so cool the way that you can, like, artists can sign up and then artists have the choice of where they want to play, and I just love how it's just all set up with like venues saying like, yes, we want people, and then the artists getting to say, yes, we want to be there.
Yeah, we do our best to accommodate artist requests. Sometimes we can't always honor those, and it really just depends on how we can fit everybody into the schedule and what their electricity needs and things like that. But we got together as a team on Tuesday night, and we put that schedule together. And it was just like putting pieces of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of...
They felt pretty nicely, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you describe that experience, Todd?
No, you have it set up, like you said, where artists could select if they wanted to play somewhere, and I'd say maybe 30% of our artists had picked that they wanted to play somewhere specific. And I think we got all of those except maybe one, because the PA needs to where they wanted to be. And then everyone else we had to kind of fit in where we could. But no, it went well. It took us about 2.5 hours, but the software made it easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're looking forward to 42 performances throughout the day this year.
Is that 42 performances or 42 42 performers or 42 performances?
Performances.
Okay, because some performers can play multiple times.
Yeah.
Throughout the day if they want to.
I think we only have 2 of those this year, though, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Overachievers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. One of them is Freddie, and since he's an organizer, he gets to do what he wants. And then
that seems right.
The other one is a woman named Catherine Garvin, and she's the one hosting a performance at her home. So one of those performances is at her home, and the other one is at the library.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah.
Well, and I just love, there's so many different types of musicians and different types of music groups. Like, what's some of the variety of performances that you're getting?
I think we have everything. We've got some string bands, some Irish, some bluegrass, some rock and roll.
We've got a trombone quartet.
Yeah, a trombone
What?
quartet, a flute circle, a
Okay.
couple drum circles. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the people that our community might recognize is we've got Ships to Rome coming back this year. Manitoba Road Crew is joining the roster, which is really exciting. Catch and Release and Interstate 5 are coming back. And then, as Todd said, Three Feathers Flute Circle and Inner Oasis Drum Circle are coming back too.
Oh, that's so cool. And I remember, and Interstate 5 was the band of like younger folks,
Yeah, the high school
right?
group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that they came back this year.
Yeah, we're really excited too because I know they're all off doing their own thing in college, and so it's really excited to have them back.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like, some of the folks that have signed up this year were folks that maybe didn't know about it, and now that they do, or maybe saw how it went last year and really wanted to be a part of it?
Yeah, it was really fun. After the event wrapped last year, we got so much great feedback, and so many people were asking us, what is this? How did it come about? How do I get involved next year? And so it was just really fun to get all of that praise and excitement. And out of that, we got some new board members. We lost one of our co-founders, Darlene Siegel, moved to California. And then we gained Todd here, as well as Ryan Hales, who plays drums for Ships to Rome, and then also Val Blaha, who is a musician and music teacher and does a lot of stuff in the arts here in the community. So, yeah.
That's so cool. Just lots of new energy and new styles, and also just new things.
And new expertise. It was really nice to have, Todd here because he's a sound engineer, and then we've got Ryan who's used to playing professionally. So it's really nice to have, and then Val, she's just a really great administrator. So I feel like we have a really great balanced team this year.
That's exciting. And so there's 10 venues.
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
are they kind of all centrally located all over McMinnville? And we got the library.
Yes, we've got the library. We've got City Park.
Yeah, I was going to say library's probably one end, Mac Market's probably the other, and then everything else is in between.
Yep. The Atticus is returning as a venue this year, as well as the Bitter Monk,
Mm-hmm.
Hotel Oregon. And although Hotel Oregon, as long as weather is good, is going to be on the rooftop this year. Last year it was in the Paragon Room. So that's really exciting. We've got Foreland beer that has joined the venues this year. We've got Crescent Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also are so excited that we are going to have music underneath the Mac Theater marquee this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We have a couple performances scheduled, but for the most part, we are going to have it as a site where people can come and just sit down to a little Wurlitzer style piano and play as long as they want, or just like experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
that'll
love
just
that.
be a fun little activation that we're looking forward
Yeah.
to.
That'll be super cool. I'll have to sneak over and play. The only thing I can play on the piano is "O Come All Ye Faithful," but I could play that.
How
Yeah.
about chopstick? Do, 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 do.
Also,
I think-
but I feel like that's a two-person. It's much. I mean, it's sad. I feel it's better with friends.
Yeah.
That's such a neat idea. And then just how much, it seems like there's so much coordination that goes into it of just kind of juggling the venues and juggling the artists, and how challenging has that been, or how exciting has that been?
It's a lot of everything. Sometimes it feels a little bit like herding cats when you're trying to get everybody to confirm. We had a huge push at the last minute for getting people to sign up, just because I think our team has been so busy this spring that all of a sudden we're like, we're coming up on our deadline. Let's extend it and do some social media posts that we boost. So I think we had, 9 or 10 signups.
I thought we
coming
almost
at the last
doubled because
minute.
we talked about we had about a little over 20 signed up, and we ended up a little over 40, so we
Okay.
almost doubled with
Nice.
that last boost. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a nice surprise. And so
I think it can be as much or a little coordination as you want as far as venues and people pairing, because Freddie said when he went to Salem there was really no one meeting him. He kind of had a slot in a venue, but they left it up to artists to work it out.
Mm-hmm.
We coordinated a little more, and we tried to, especially when we knew it was going to be big bands coming on or off, we left a little more time. And then there was a bunch of city permitting and stuff we had to do along that lines that Jamie took care of. But in general, yeah, we got it all done with not too many hours of extra work, I guess.
Yeah. I do want to give a shout out to the McMinnville Fire Department, because I know they're going through some changes with their permitting process, and Jenny over there was so awesome at helping me through the process, and so thank you, McMinnville Fire Department. You made it so much easier.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, and it's it's just such a cool program, and it happens all over and all over town, and also just I know there's some folks that do need PA systems, but there might just be folks that are just, I imagine the drum circle doesn't need a microphone. But
They do like to have a microphone to speak into, to talk about the music
right.
and the instruments, so they did request power. But I think we were able to accommodate everyone and what they needed, so it worked out really well. And I think when we were finished, we just kind of wanted to pinch ourselves. Did we make that happen?
Yep.
We did.
This works out so well.
And a lot of the musicians said they would like a PA, but if they don't have one, they know how to set up on their own.
Nice.
So yeah,
Good.
so a lot of them are
musicians.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and I know you did some outreach too. That Freddie runs his open mic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on a weekly, monthly?
He does underground open mic night at McMinnville's every Thursday.
Okay, every Thursday.
And then this year, every third Thursday, he's been doing a fundraising night where all of the tips that he collected, he donated to Make Music McMinnville.
Oh, cool.
And then he would plug the event after each performer, and one of our team would be there to answer questions and get people signed up. So we have a lot of people from open mic signed up to perform, which is great. And before we run out of time, I just also want to mention that all of the activities at Make Music McMinnville are free and open to the public. Musicians don't pay anything to play. Venues don't pay anything to participate. People don't pay anything to go see it. So just come and go as you can.
We are always looking for sponsors and volunteers, though.
It is true. We are. And we would like some of the volunteers for the day of to just help fill in some shifts, being a host at each venue, just to help tell performers where to go, and just to let people know they're in the right place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have folks that would be interested in helping out on Make Music McMinnville, they could go on the website and sign up to volunteer?
That's right.
Oh, cool. makemusicday.org/McMinnville.
You got it.
Perfect.
Second time's a charm. Well, and I love too that it, kind of going out into the community where some of those like at the open mics, and it's such a cool opportunity for musicians that maybe they haven't gotten to play out in public very much, or they, and it's just I feel like it's such a great jumping off point for any musician that might be nervous about performing for the first time.
Yeah.
And if they were too nervous to sign up, they can pop by Mac Theater and bus for as short or as long as they want to try it out this year. Yep.
Right. And so usually the deadline, so in case anyone who sees this in the next few weeks and was like, what, I missed it, usually you start accepting applications kind of earlier in the year, or?
Yeah, I think ideally we'd like to start accepting signups as soon as March. I think that was our goal this year, although we weren't quite ready for that, but we'd like to do that in the future.
Oh. So anyone who's interested can stop by the theater. The Mac Theater.
Yes, the Mac Theater.
There's
exactly.
too many things named Mac in this town.
Yes.
I don't get it. And have fun just creating music how they are. And then, so also the website will have the grand calendar of all the things.
That's right. Yes, so that by the time this airs, that should all be updated and ready to go with the final schedule.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't wait. Well, it's only a few short weeks away.
That's right. And it's solstice.
And it's solstice.
Yeah.
Longest day of the year.
Mhm.
Should be
Packet full of music.
packet
That's
full of
right.
music. Wonderful. Well, James, Todd, thank you so much for coming and sharing about Make Music McMinnville. And I'll see y'all around on the 21st of June.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My name is Courtney Terry, and this has been Arts Alive.